Oh, you won't believe what I did today. So, there was this speakeasy-themed street pantomime happening, and you know me, I couldn't resist stepping in. I mean, the stage, the thrill, the act, everything was screaming my name. Now imagine me, right in the street, juggling cocktails. Yes, you heard it right. Juggling cocktails, mixing drinks in thin air in front of an awestruck audience. Oh, it was so fun. The adrenaline rush, the energy, the applause. I felt like, I don't know, a mixologist superheroine saving the world with one cocktail at a time. I loved the surprised expression on Marcus's face when he recognized me. Almost dropped his juggling balls, can you imagine? And Heather, well, she was just shocked to see me there, then laughed and clapped like crazy. You know how she appreciates anything out of the box. I wish you were there. Marcus, Heather, and I could have made quite the spectacle on the streets of Seoul. And speaking of which, our group chat today so hilarious, right? Yuna was pretty bummed she missed it, and Ming couldn't believe I've actually went rogue with my mixology. And Hannah. Oh, dear Hannah, she was at the show, and she didn't even recognize me until I told her in our chat. It's so funny when you think about it. Hannah's message about her thinking the pantomime performer was like me was the cherry on top. And guess what? This impromptu performance spurred an idea for a group act. Can you believe it? Yes, a street performance with cocktails, coffee, probably some amazing soundtracks, and who knows what else. It's just a rough idea, but everyone seems to be on board with it. It's kind of thrilling, don't you think? Anyways, thinking about incorporating the energy and the thrill of street performances in my cocktail making. Who knows, maybe customers would love a bit of street vibe in a chic speakeasy. Let me know what you think about that. Oh, and by the way, I had the spiciest ramyeon for dinner. It was insanely hot, but so satisfying. I'd totally recommend it if you're up for some fiery challenge. Well, I need to start planning for this wild street performance idea and get some rest after scorching my taste buds. You remember Lynn, right? My local guide from Hanoi? She took me to the most happening street food festival today. I was lost in the sea of aromas and flavors. It was an absolute treat for a food enthusiast like me. The pho, oh, it was just heavenly. Each sip was like a melody of spices playing on my taste buds. So I had this crazy idea inspired by the flavors of pho. Imagine a pho cocktail with flavors of cinnamon, clove, star anise, and garnished with a sprig of fresh basil. I mentioned it in the group chat today, and to my surprise, everyone was absolutely thrilled. Yuna was all for adding basil to the mix. You know how she loves her herbs. Ming was just blown away by the whole faux cocktail idea, but in her usual sporting spirit, she said that if there is anyone who can pull this off, it's me. Hannah's excited to see the final product. I think she's a bit intrigued and, well, also a bit scared by my wild culinary adventures. She is on board, though, even said that she would be my guinea pig for this one. So I've got my creative juices flowing, and I'm so ready to take up this new challenge and turn it into a blockbuster. It's like bringing the streets of Hanoi to the cocktail scene of Seoul. I suspect this might just become the talk of the town. You won't forget the times when I downed bowls of pho in Paris, would you? Now imagine that same Evelyn creating a cocktail reminiscent of Vietnamese street food. Life has truly come a full circle. On another note, remember the spicy ramyeon I told you about yesterday? Well, my palate seems to have developed a craving for it, and I just can't resist indulging myself. By the way, did you get around to trying it? I assure you it's one hell of an experience, a firework of spices, if you will. All right then, need to sit down and actually figure out how to make this faux cocktail happen. Maybe put that culinary arts degree to good use, huh? Wish me luck. Remember how I was always attracted to the beautiful whimsy of molecular gastronomy? Well, today, I ventured right into it, and brace yourself, because I actually cooked whiskey-infused caviar. I swear it was almost like a mad scientist experiment, but oh so much fun. I had Andrew, the culinary whiz kid, guiding me through the journey, so I basically had Einstein on my side. Equipped with my bar tools and Erlenmeyer flasks, I turned the bar into a temporary laboratory. The result? Let's just say it triggers an explosion of sorts on your palate, a sweet burst of smoky whiskey encapsulated in a delicate sphere of caviar. Very avant-garde, I must say. This new creation made quite the stir, pun intended, in our little cocktail geek community. Whiskey and caviar in a cocktail. Even Ming couldn't wrap his head around it. But Yuna and Hana were thrilled. Well, you know Hana. Always up for a hearty drink, instantly declared it a revolutionary invention. I might just become the Marie Curie of cocktails. Oh, and we talked about BTS's new track. You know, even though I'm more into blues and jazz, that high-pitched lead part does give me goosebumps. Made me think, wouldn't an energetic and vibrant drink fit perfectly with this track? That's another cocktail idea for another day. This chat, with its own mix of banter and ideation, got me thinking how effortlessly we mesh and resonate with each other's passion. Now, if that's not friendship, I don't know what is. And when Ming joined the crazy intergalactic concept, it was just too hilarious to handle. What do you think about an interstellar cocktail to go with our space fantasies? Exploring galaxies with a cocktail in hand? It's such a bizarre yet exciting thought. Hopefully we'll do that someday, without the celestial hangovers, of course. Apart from that, planning to stick to my fiery ramyeon binge tonight, you should really give spicy food a shot. I know. It's not your wheelhouse, but it's about time you start living dangerously, don't you think? Anyway,